Hello Virtual Academy art classes, and welcome back to another week of art. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to do a fun and creative art lesson that starts with basic figure drawing. Figure drawing just means how to draw the human body in basic shapes. So we're going to do together something that looks kind of like this. Just leave the face blank for now. We're going to decorate that later, and we're going to do a person wearing just regular t-shirt and jeans. So this is what we're going to do. You'll need a pencil and a piece of paper, and let's get started. For this week's art lesson, we are going to be doing some very basic figure drawing, and figure drawing just means drawing the human figure. I am going to use a marker so that you guys can see this better, but I would highly suggest that you start this with a pencil because there are definitely going to be some things that you're going to change in your actual artwork. So I'm going to use marker, but I would suggest you use a pencil. I'm going to use a piece of computer paper, and I would suggest that you also use computer paper. So I'm going to start by drawing a person here in the middle of my paper, and I'm just going to keep this really basic. We're going to do just a regular average human person wearing a t-shirt and jeans and just simple shoes. So I'm going to start with the head, which I always start with, and the head is kind of an egg shape, and it's going to be up here towards the top of my paper. So it's more like an oval than a circle. So I'm going to do something like this, and there's my head. Then we're going to continue down to the neck. If you kind of feel the sides of your neck, it is a little skinnier than your head, but don't make it look like a popsicle stick. So I'm going to do like this. There's my neck. And like I said, we're going to make our person wearing a t-shirt. So that means that at the collar of the shirt, I'm going to do kind of a smile to connect one side to the other. So that's the collar of the shirt. Now, if you're wearing a t-shirt, I want you to feel up on your shoulders and kind of feel the seams of the shirt, which is where the shirt is actually sewn together. That's kind of what we're going to be drawing here, is the lines where your shirt is sewn together. So I'm going to do the lines from the neck to the shoulder, like this. And then we're actually just going to draw without sleeves to start. So feel that seam where your sleeve joins with the main part of your shirt. We're going to draw that seam. So what that means is it's kind of like I'm cutting off the arms, like that. Now that seam continues all the way down the sides, all the way to the bottom of the shirt. So I'm going to go down, 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 and then the bottom of the shirt just goes straight across. So there's just the regular torso or body of the shirt. Now we can do those sleeves. So if your arms are down at your side, the sleeves kind of go out a little and then back to the shirt. Out a little, back to the shirt. We're going to come back and do arms later once we've done the pants because the arms can be a little bit tricky. So let's do our pants. Again, we're going to draw kind of the seams of how pants are sewn. So first we're going to do the seams on the outside of the pants. So that means I'm going to do down the side of the leg, down the side of the leg. We're going to go across the bottom of the pants to kind of show where it sits on our shoes. Across, across. And then we're going to do what's called the inseam, which is where jeans are sewn together on the inside. So that's kind of like upside down V like this and like this. If you were going to do a button and the zipper, that would go right here. We're going to do shoes now, and we're going to keep these very simple. So I also make the same mistake as a lot of students, and that mistake that I make is I usually draw feet pointing out, which is not how anybody stands. If you try to stand like that, you're probably going to hurt your knees. People usually stand with their feet facing forward. So that's what I'm going to do, is I have to draw these feet facing forward. So to do that, I'm going to do kind of like a rainbow under the pants and then cross. So it's kind of like we're looking at the toe of the shoe. So it's rainbow and then cross. If you have too much space, you might have to draw the side of where your sock would be. So maybe like that and like that. So now that's your ankle. So we're almost finished with the basic outlines of our person. The only thing we're missing is the arms. Yes, we're missing a face, but you're going to do that part on your own. So for the arms, I want you to stand up and let your arms hang by your side. Pay attention to where your hand is. Is your hand at the level where your shirt and your pants meet? No, if you're standing with your arms at your side, your hands go all the way down to your outer thigh. So what that means is that when I draw my arms, I'm going to go down, 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 down. And your arm has to be down lower than where the t-shirt is. So I'm going to go down, 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 down. And then it's time to do hands. When I do hands, I keep it really, really, really simple. I do what I call paddle hands. So if I'm standing with my arms at my side, normally my thumb is closer to my body than my fingers. So I'm going to draw a thumb like this, and then I do the rest of my hand like this. I call that a paddle hand because it kind of looks like a paddle. Thumb, paddle hand, like that. If you wanted to do fingers, what you would have to do then is just draw some lines like this. And I can only fit 4 fingers, but that's okay. Fingers, fingers, kind of like that. So now I have the standard basic outline of the human body. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to make your own unique face and hair, and then you're going to decorate it according to what I'm going to talk about next. So now that we have finished our figure drawing project, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into unique artworks where each of ours look different. So let's talk about how we're going to decorate these. I want you to think about New Year. We just celebrated a Happy New Year when we went from the year 2020 to the year 2021. When I think of the new year, it always makes me think of the future, because just a week ago, 2021 was the future, and now it's the present. So whenever I think of the new year, I always think about what things are going to be like in 1 more year, 5 more years, 10 more years. Well, your job today is to think about how things are going to be different in 100 years. So this year is the year 2021. So I want you to think about how it's going to be in the year 2121, which is 100 years from now. So think about what people might wear in the year 2121, where people might live, what houses they might live in, what they might drive, if they have pets, families, things like that. So you're going to decorate your person as if they were a person from 100 years from now, which is the future. So your artwork should be different and unique to everybody else's in the class. Maybe you could do something like if your person is one of the first people to settle on Mars, you could put them in a spacesuit. You could show us the red planet underneath their feet, maybe show us aliens in the background, and just have a lot of fun with it. So come up with your own unique idea for what things might look like 100 years from now and show us that on your picture. Today's lesson, the most important parts are that number 1, we learn a little bit more about how to draw the human body, and number 2, we have a lot of fun and be really creative. So I hope you do have fun, and make sure to share it with me when you're finished. Bye!